what is going on? Welcome in, welcome to the channel. I'm Deborah, this is Purusha Intuitive, and we're going to be looking at the energy for today. So welcome in. Grab a coffee, tea, beverage, sit back and relax. I am recording this on the other side of the day. Normally I do AM recordings, and today we just took it slow. We had a relaxing morning and just enjoyed the warmth, the sun, outdoors, etc. So I'm getting to this reading this evening time, but time is boundaryless, right? So whenever you are finding this message, if it resonates, it's definitely meant for you. And I hope they do resonate. I hope they bring insight and clarity and value, and I always appreciate you tuning in 100%. I also do personal readings, so hit me up. I do tarot, astrology, mediumship, energy healings, pranic energy, and wellness. So Ayurvedic wellness. So let me know if you're interested. All that info is in the description box below. This is a really good time to set your own intention as well. We'll start off with an energy clearing using the Sage Smudge Bundle. It's a lot of S's for me at once, right? Yeah, and like I said, you can set your own intention. If you would like specific messages from Spirit, be open to receive, give those over. Just say a little prayer, a little request, and be open to receive, and we will get going. Right now, we have a couple different planets in retrograde, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto, and you know, it is bringing up some stuff. So there's a lot of importance around embracing the change, embracing seeing things clearly so that we don't repeat mistakes and patterns, engage in energies that are the same, that are just kind of bringing us down or distracting us or kind of throwing us off course. And sometimes we, you know, need a little clarity, a little understanding. It doesn't mean that we have to see immediately. Sometimes it does take a little bit of time to understand how a person or situation is showing up in our life, but right now it's time to pay attention. All right, so let's get into it. I felt like that was kind of long. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is blocking the highest and best messages from coming through. Fear, doubt, uncertainty, lack of worth, lack of value, frustration, anger, illusion. Cleanse it and release it from our being. Ooh, that's hot. Help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Mama Love. Okay, so when I am recording this, like I said, the astrology is, you know, we've been having some tense aspects with those 3 planets in retrograde. It's bringing up stuff that we have to look at, whether we want to or not. It is making us feel a certain kind of way, but slowly the energy is getting a little bit better, Yeah, I think that we are still resistant. Of course. The Grim Reaper, resistant to the changes that need to be made. Golden Mirror. They're those parts of ourselves that we want to just believe is true, or we don't have to take a deeper look at. The things that might be a little bit more humbling for us, unfortunately. And situations in our life are really forcing us to look at those things. And just be honest, be self-reflective. It doesn't mean you have to like punish or torment yourself with shame, guilt, blame, etc. because that's not helpful, that's not beneficial for anyone either, right? It's more about like our ego, our pride, you know, that's just life. It's human nature. We like the quick fixes. We like the instant gratification. And we've gotten pretty acclimated to that in modern times. And sometimes we do have to self-reflect in order to advance ourselves, bring in more happiness, more abundance. And that is what this shift, these changes that are happening in the astrology, in the collective, Pluto moving into Aquarius, it's forcing us to really look at what we are attracting in our life. Is it for our ego? Is it for our pride? Is it about our own self-image? And is it really serving us? Like, obviously, the way the overarching energy is talking about it is that it's putting us in this chaser mindset, running after, trying to obtain, trying to get the next best thing. And, you know, sometimes it's like good to just enjoy the fruits of our labor. Especially with how the astrology is playing out today. We're feeling a little bit better. We're feeling more settled and more grounded. And we want to embrace that. We want to enjoy that. Like, just allow that feeling of accomplishment, of success, the fruits of your labor to really nourish your soul today. We need that. We need that validation. Being at peace, having contentment. Not needing to have the next best thing or being, you know, like on top of everything. Yes, I think it's good to have ambition, but I think we also need to temper it because we hear that so often, right? People that are going after more physical values, right? Like monetary things, success, being X, Y, and Z in their career, making a certain amount of money, etc. That when you do achieve that, it's nice, 100%. There's a lot of great things that go with that lifestyle, but then at the same time, if you didn't spend time really valuing the things and people and situations that supported you, that allowed you to get to that place, well, it's lonely at the top, right? Hand of cards. So really looking at what you have been dealt, right? Like, I've heard that. I love that saying. It's not the hand of cards you have. It's not the cards you've been dealt, but it's how you play them. So we all have those desires, those dreams that we want to fulfill, that we want to achieve. And it's interesting because we're also getting this twin flame energy thrown in there. Just as my disclaimer, my personal perspective, you know, I don't believe there are other people that complete us. I believe when we're talking about a twin flame energy, it is a harmony and it is a synergy that exists with another soul. It is that quintessential masculine, feminine, yin yang, divine counterparts, if you will. But I don't believe that it's like, oh, you need that person to be successful, or there's that one person who, you know, is only going to fulfill you, etc. Otherwise, you're screwed. I don't really believe in that because I think that that's very limited. I think that there's a lot of endless opportunities, endless abundance, endless souls that we can meet, that really, it can be right place, right time energy. And where we're at in life, learning our lessons, growing, evolving, sync up perfectly with this individual, with this situation, this new opportunity that's coming in for you. I feel like this is something that you have been chasing after for a long time, but Spirit's also saying, like, stop, stop chasing it, allowing it to come, being open to receive. And I do think that this is coming from a lot more like realistic understanding, realistic goals that you have set up. The moon has forced you to reflect, forced you to look at what makes you feel loved, nurtured, supported, and what makes you feel like a little crazy or a little untethered, right? And being in this chaser dynamic is that. It's feeling not yourself. It's drawing in people, places that it's more the illusion, it's more the fantasy, but the actual reality of it feels destabilizing. It feels like it's not supportive, and you really have to or have had to rely on yourself to make it through. Yeah, creating really heavy boundaries, sacred boundaries is what I'm hearing, coming from pain, coming from grief and sadness. I'm hearing like putting a lot of pressure on yourself in order to achieve. But maybe this part of you that has been rather emotional is also something that needs to be looked at, right? Like I was saying, when we're constantly running towards something, constantly chasing something, it's also a distraction mechanism. It's something that keeps us limited. And you do have this wish fulfillment, right, in your environment. 11:11 on the clock. But again, it's like you have the key. That's what I'm hearing. 11s are in numerology are about like our own self-mastery, our own ability to level up and be a better version of ourselves, right? So 11:11, we have twin flames, which is, in my opinion, the most harmonious connection you can have in the physical world, and the Nine of Cups in your environment. But because there is so much going on, maybe in the past, in the background, behind the scenes, it's making you feel really self-protected and emotional around things. It's hard to see something or someone clearly. Queen of Cups energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, someone who has been watching, who has been evaluating, who feels like you bring abundance to them. Ace of Swords. Okay, wow, yeah. So complete clarity around this. Let me look at this. What do they want with the collective? What do they want? Okay, so the Sun. This is someone who, again, like this message has been coming through, someone that really is ready to help be there to support you in a really beautiful and empowered way. They're watching you. They like what they see. You are kind of in your own world, so we've also been getting this message as well of not really paying attention. I think it's because there is some self-reflection that has needed to be done. I think it doesn't make you super excited, but at the same time, you're allowing yourself to have grace and space as you move through, not trying to have too many expectations of yourself, giving yourself that time to rest and relax with this Four of Swords energy. I love this card. It totally reminds me of the Princess and the Pea. All those mattresses, you know, when the pea is at the very bottom and she can still feel that aggravation, right? Because I think that these kind of more nitty-gritty, fine-tuned aspects that we have to bring clarity and intention to are the things that are completely flipping the script. So we're coming into alignment with this energy, right? We've been seeing this, you know, I mean, I want to say, excuse me, tried to block that from going down, didn't really work. We've been seeing this energy come in a lot past 2-3 weeks, I want to say. Jupiter, fortune, abundance, blessings, wish fulfillment, something you've been asking for, something you know, and here's the thing, I feel like you keep doubting yourself, or you keep kind of misconstruing what the reality of this is. Three of Wands, like as if it's so far away. And weirdly enough, but this is how energy works, right? Like you're always kind of looking at it in the future as if it is in the distance. And in fact, this is saying it is here. And people are ready. People are ready to connect with you. You have the Queen of Wands. So we have Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands on the board. The Sun, it reminds me of the Queen of Pentacles in this deck. People are waiting, people are observing. So you do feel this, you do feel a slow pace energy. That's why you're allowing yourself to have the time that you need in order to feel a little bit more grounded. You do have a lot going on. You have like a lot of irons in the fire, so to speak. And it's taking a lot of your time and your energy to focus on all you do have up and running. You're also strategically evaluating what is working, what can be taken off the schedule, off the docket, so to speak, right? Like you have this certain hand of cards to work with right now. So how can you make it the most successful for you? What do you need? What are those points of maybe minuscule refinement, but maybe it's opening up a whole nother platform for you to like kind of feel a little bit more abundant in your flow. So you're not constantly running around, you know, trying to either put fires out or stoke the flames, so to speak. Okay, I still am curious. What do they want to give you? What does this Queen of Cups want to give you? Okay. New opportunity, King of Wands. So we have King and Queen of Wands. Fire-breathing dragon. Very interesting. Someone who's hiding behind the scenes. We've seen this energy come up. I'm kind of like tired of reading this energy. I'm not going to lie. What else do I need to know? What does the collective need to know? Okay. The Chariot. We have been having these messages of freedom come in. That's basically what I'm seeing. Someone bringing some message, some clarity that really is going to help you move forward. And I feel like in a way, we've talked about this a lot, so I apologize if I'm being redundant, especially if you watch these on the day-to-day. But there is this energy around walking away from something that you have constantly had to chase. And I feel like because the way that your energy is shifting and changing, you're finally letting go of the reins a little bit more. And it's actually bringing in your success, what you have been wanting, what you have been fighting for. I do feel this Queen of Cups, is showing up as something who is bringing in these messages, who is bringing in clarity. I feel like they're waiting on you a little bit, or someone else is waiting on you. You might be even getting like a few different people coming in to talk about someone who was really selfish. King of Wands energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they don't have to be those signs, but just someone who's really exuding a lot of fire energy, needing to be in control, dominating how things are playing out, all because they have hurt feelings and are feeling really bad about things. I feel like you've been working towards these new beginnings. I feel like you've been working hard to bring in people, relationships that are more heart-honoring for you, whether it's romantic or not, whether it's community, whether it is just a new business environment, something that honors you. Take it how it resonates. But this is like you're actually letting go and releasing of how you used to do that. And I feel like as a result, information comes out about the past to see how selfish someone really was. And the way it looks, like I said, is that you do have a couple people who are coming in to kind of fill in the gaps, fill in the holes. It feels like a domino effect, right? Like you get one piece of information and then subsequently everything follows from there. And so right now, I mean, it's basically just saying, just keep focus on what you have going, what you have running. I'm hearing like, especially how the astrology is playing out, embracing yourself, embracing your like little wild side, that part of you that's curious, that's learning about who you are and the beauty that you embody and what you're bringing to this world. It's part of rediscovery, right? As we're entering this new era of Pluto in Aquarius, we want to step away, walk away from people who self-sabotage, who just have like, you know, underhanded tactics in their approach because they can't communicate how they feel about certain things. And, you know, as a result, it's bringing us in something that we have been asking for quite some time. So really beautiful how this is all evolving. I'm seeing that we are slowly but surely releasing and letting go of the past, being able to see who and what we are a little bit more clearly, our role, how we are maybe hindering ourselves, blocking ourselves, those minuscule changes that are actually going to bring out those new beginnings that we've really been seeking after. I love this. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for your time and energy always. I super appreciate you, especially if you've made it this far in the video. Thank you. Let me know, drop comments below if it resonated. I love to hear, or if you just want a little love and support with whatever you're navigating through, I am here for you. Thank you for all the love and support you give to this channel. I am sending it back your way.